So hi guys, this is SJ speaking, and in today's video, we're going to see about takeovers. So before going to the video, I'm personally teaching trading. So if you want my mentorship course, you can contact me by the number which I've given in the scrolling below. I'm providing 7 courses, and one course consists of price action, technical analysis alone, and another course fundamental analysis alone, and another course is based upon a master strategy, which is also a technical analysis, and another two strategies combined together as a course, both technical analysis, price action, and master strategy. And the fifth course is master strategy and fundamentals combined, and the sixth course is price action and fundamentals combined, and the seventh course is all of them all together, which would be a good thing for you to buy it. So I have given my courses for good. You can take my course; it will be useful for you. That's it. If you want the details, you can contact me. I've given the number in the scrolling. So other than that, so now let's go into the video. So what is a takeover? The takeover means if a company goes and purchases another company, it is known as a takeover. So it is also known as acquisition. So the purchasing company is known as acquiring company, and the company that they decide to purchase, they are known as target company. So acquisition and takeovers both are the same. There is also other types of things such as amalgamation, mergers, demergers. So we will talk about later in some other videos about those kind of things. Now let's talk about acquisition alone, that is takeovers. So you might wonder, if a company buys another company, the company which has been bought, whether it will exist or it will cease to exist. So in the case of acquisition, both the companies exist after the takeover. So only the management is transferred. Suppose A is the acquiring company and B is the target company. If A acquires B, after the acquisition process, both A and B exist, but only the management of B is transferred to the management of A. So this is what acquisition means. So, how the share prices change after acquisition? So, usually the share prices of acquiring company falls immediately after the takeover process, and the share price of the target company rises immediately after the takeover process. Why? Because usually the acquiring company pays premium amount to buy that company compared to the current market price of that company. Sorry, usually the company at the enterprise value is the actual takeover price of the company. So EV company. So more it pays a more premium amount, and then it acquires gets that buys that company. Why it pays premium? It's because the target company's directors and promoters, they might have built the company right from the scratch. So for that, the new company gives premium. And the another reason is that the shareholders will be willing to sell, the shareholders of the target company will be willing to sell those shares to the new company, to sell the will be willing to give their shares only for a premium amount. If the company gives a premium, if the company only if it gives a premium, they will be willing to sell their shares, so that they could make a profit, immediate profit from that. So this is another reason. So this is why the company gives premium to the shareholders. And also another thing is that why the company acquires this new company. It's because the business of the company would be attractive for the acquiring company. So in the future, the by through this company, they can take the business further, and they can increase the market share and everything and all that. So they can make enormous profits in the future. So based upon the goodwill, that is the future projected value of the company, they also pay a premium to the target company for getting all those shares. So this is the reason. So that is why the share price of immediately falls after the takeover process, and the share price of the target company rises immediately after the takeover process. But in the long term, the share price of the acquiring company will see a spike due to the good financial strength after the business booms. After the takeover of the new company in upcoming years, the share price would increase eventually. So this is one thing. Next, types of takeovers based upon legal perspective. So based upon the legal perspectives, the takeovers and acquisition can be classified into three. So that is friendly takeovers, bailout takeovers, or hostile takeovers. So friendly takeover means the target company is willingly acquired by another company. So the target company's board of directors, promoters, and shareholders, everyone agree to the acquisition process, and there is no anything misunderstanding with them. There are mutual agreement between those two parties, and they make decisions, and they hand over the company to the new management. So this is known as friendly takeover. So this is the negotiations occur between the two parties, and that is why it is also known as negotiated takeover. And next comes the bailout takeover. So Bailey takeover occurs is when financially weak company is took over by a government or a financially stable company. Suppose a company is in making continuous losses and it is in the verge of becoming bankrupt. So in order to prevent the company from getting bankrupt, a country's government or any financially stable company takes over that company, and so that it would the new management would make it gain its financial strength, regain its financial strength. So this is known as bailout takeover. And the third thing is hostile takeover. So this happens when the company purchases another company without against the wishes of the target company's management, board of directors, promoters, or shareholders. So mainly the management. What would they do? They would discreetly buy those company shares in the open market, or they would create a proxy fight, or they would simply give a tender offer. So I'll explain it in the upcoming slide. So without against the wishes of the company's target company's board of directors, or uh, without the approval of the target companies, they might do this thing, and this is known as the hostile takeover. Sometimes this discreetly also happens. So I will explain it. So there are three types of hostile takeovers in this case. The first thing is tender offer or open offer. You might see in Zerodha buybacks and takeovers where an offer is placed that the company is willing back to purchase the stake from the shareholders at a premium price compared to the current market price. So suppose if the current market price is 350, the company might have a takeover of 450. It might give bids of 450. So even if the board of directors are not willing to give the company, the shareholders, existing shareholders of the target company might be attracted due to the price. So they are getting 100 rupees profit immediately into the number of shares. Suppose if we are holding around 1 lakh shares, so 1 lakh into this 100 would give them 1 crore rupees profit. So this is how they attract the shareholders, and they would buy the company even if the board of directors are not willing to give the company. So this is known as tender or open offer. And another thing is proxy fight. Suppose if the board of directors are not willing to give the company to the new management, the acquiring company would visit some of the shareholders, and they might induce the shareholders to convince other shareholders and vote out the board of directors who are not refusing. Some board of directors may be willing to give the company to the new acquiring company. Some might not. Some might refuse to give the company. So they might convince the shareholders, and the shareholders have voting rights to eliminate a CEO or a board of director. So the what it happens, these shareholders go and vote out these board of directors who are refusing to give up the company to the new management. And so the acquiring company, after they are eliminated from the board of directors position, they can easily take over the company. So this is known as proxy fight. And the third thing is creeping takeover. So creeping takeover is also known as creeping tender offer. So creeping tender offer or creeping takeover is where the company discreetly, without knowing, invisibly, it can buy the company shares from the open market. The management might not know that the acquiring company is discreetly buying the shares from the open market. So this is one of the discrete ways, but although you can know it, because there are several data available, so you can, of course, so this is one of the discrete ways of acquiring the company's target company shares from the open market, that is the share market. So these are the three waves of hostile takeover. So hope you got a good clarification of what takeovers acquisition is, and whether the company exists after takeovers, and what are the how the share prices change, and what are the types of takeovers based upon legal perspective. Still there are several things based upon takeovers or some other stuffs, amalgamation, mergers, demergers, which we will discuss in some other video. So hope you guys enjoy this video. So give a thumbs up if you like the video, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel. Also press the bell icon so get notified for upcoming videos, and also comment on my channel's videos, so it would be a feedback and motivation for me, guys. And other than that, I am taking trading courses, 7 courses. So if you want to have the details, you can contact me. So technical analysis, price actions, and everything combined. Also, there are seven split up courses which I have explained in the introduction when I'm interested on the when I've introduced this video. I've explained about it. So other than that, if you want to open a Demat account, you can visit the Zerodha link on the video descriptions. So and open online Demat or trading account and start trading or investing from today onwards. So thank you guys. I'll visit you on my next video. Until then, bye bye. Take care.